I forgot one of the buttons. I was so excited.
Oh, so are we only live on one?
No, I forgot the countdown timer.
Oh, okay. So we won't worry about that.
So good morning, everyone.
Good morning. Here we are on Tuesday a.m. and we're coming to you just a few minutes early. So we have so much to cover today
We have so much excitement inside of us.
Yeah, so much good news that
we couldn't wait.
And then we hit that button and away we went. So if anybody out there is watching, we are here. So sign on in and get started. And of course, we are doing Facebook's at My Sewing Room, and we do it on YouTube and Facebook. 10:30 a.m. is usually when we go. And yeah,
I was also on the wrong camera.
Also on the wrong camera. That's okay.
I couldn't see it.
You got an idea of what we're doing. Anyways, welcome, welcome, welcome.
Good morning.
And good morning to you. We are only a few minutes early. Let's just talk a few seconds about the project that we've been working on for the last 2 weeks. This is part 3 of our lovely... Now I forgot her name.
Sweet
Jane's mini charm
trio
pillow.
It's cute.
It's adorable. So we have finished it. We got it all sewn together last week.
Yeah.
And this week we are going to be showing you how we clear blue tiled it. That's the Kimberbell clear blue tiles we're working with today. So there it is. It looks absolutely gorgeous. Lovely, lovely. So we went ahead a little bit and finished clear blue tiles on our main top so we can show you how to finish that. But we have a spare setup, a sample, so that we can do a demonstration for the clear blue tiles. Because we were very excited and wanted to get there real fast. So.
We really did. We had a blast. This didn't take us very long.
No, it doesn't. And we used the XP3 downstairs.
We sure did.
And I have a Luminaire XP3 going today as well. And we will show you how the clear blue tiles work on the Brother machine.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So did you want to share anything else before we got started? Because I see we do have one audience. Hi, Sandy.
So we used the clear blue tiles on this project to quilt it. And I did a Sweet Jane's, well, I did 2 of them at home.
Oh,
and
it's
I did
pretty
edge to edge on it.
Oh, that's lovely.
I used a design from OESD. It's called Quilting Bees. And it turned out really cute.
It looks like the design is
it's a flower. A flower with a bumblebee.
Oh, how cute is that?
Right there. Flower, and this one will show the bumblebee in it. So I did them edge to edge on my 1700E at home.
Okay.
And it worked really well. I used my 6x10 hoop, even though my design was only 5 inches.
Okay.
Could have gotten away with a 5x7, but I went for a big hoop so that I had more room to wiggle in my hoop, which was great.
I think that's a great idea. And that way, for sure, you get the design right from edge to edge.
I think better.
There
we go. We were blurry for a bit.
And I like you've got 2 different designs here. You've got the one that we have been working on with the flying geese, large flying geese pointing in on the sides.
So
that's really sweet. And then you did another one of the trio pillows. This one with the smaller flying geese coming in. And that looks really sweet.
The best part is these actually go with a quilt at home. So this was made from scraps.
That is fantastic.
So worked really well. I made a mountain quilt not long ago, and I just used up the extra.
These pillows will look great with that quilt. So is that the quilt that you took to Heritage Park?
It sure was.
Wonderful. I have to say that the Heritage Park quilts were beautiful, and there was 9 of you that participated.
Yeah,
and so that was really sweet. I'm glad you guys did that, and I hope you had a good time.
It was a good time.
Okay,
Thank
good.
you, Sandy.
All right. So, shall we show them how to use those clear blue tiles?
I think so.
Okay.
I already have our little fake quilt ready
sandwich.
to go
Good.
here. Let me just move my keyboard.
So I have
out
to
of the way.
say that there are some really nice YouTube videos out there on how to use clear blue tiles. So I'm following one that a lady put out, which I thought was really good. She says when we're doing just a pillow top, we need a backing. We can't just feed the
Yes.
batting in.
So we have a backing. We're just using a piece of teal, or you could use fabric you don't like anymore. You could also use just scraps. I used muslin on mine, but I would recommend pre-washing the muslin because I did watch mine shrink up when I went to iron it, and I was like, okay, let's
That's
shrink that.
fabulous. So depending on what you're using, you might have to wash like flannel, linen, pre-wash it before you use it as a back. We selected the dark blue because we want you to be able to see our stitching.
Yeah, so this is our beautiful quilt top. You can see we have little lines pretending to be our pillow.
Yeah.
And they recommend using a blue wash away marker. Now, on our pillow, that would disappear. So we used a Clover white marking pen.
That steams away.
And yeah, it irons away or washes away. And then the other option would be one of our OESD little wax pencils. They mark pretty well as well.
Oh, they do too. Yeah, that looks awesome.
I like the pen though because it's skinnier. So
we recreated our pillow top on a sample. We've put in some batting and then our sample. And it did say that we should make the backing larger than the batting and the batting larger than our pillow top. And just for safety, security reasons, so you don't have to worry about it, we used 505 to spray the top and the bottom and attached them together in a nice sandwich. She did recommend only spraying the fabric, not the batting, because the batting really sucks it up.
I believe that.
Anyway, so that was what I found out about the 505 spray.
That must be why I go through so much.
Maybe because we're spray the fabric, she said. So I'm learning from her. All right. So the first thing we do then is select the clear blue tiles that will fit our block images.
Right. So I drew this out so I already know the sizes, but I have a 4x4 square here, 2x2 squares in the corners, and then these are 2x4.
Okay.
So I just found my little templates that match, and they say right on them what size they're for. And you'll notice they also have arrows.
Okay, so place in up direction of the arrow.
Yeah, so if you're doing something that is directional, then you can follow your arrow as you're marking, because as we know, when we're quilting or putting a quilt through an embroidery machine, they tend to turn, rotate, and then we lose our place really fast.
Yes, and I do believe we did that on our sample where we actually had to rotate the pattern to make it go up and down.
Totally.
Right. Okay. All right, so you go ahead and start marking those babies.
All right, so I'm just going to move my little ones off. Let's mark this 4x4 first. So I am going to center that over it. And the first thing I'm going to do is go into the little dot in the center. I'm going to do my crosshairs, and I'm going to make sure my arrow's there.
Perfect. Mark our direction.
I'm going to mark this crosshair and that crosshair. Okay. Now this box here, it says size.
Okay.
So I don't know about you, but I don't like double checking what I did. And this is just so much easier. So I'm going to write that it's a 4x4 right there.
Okay.
So 4 and 4. I just write 44 rather than 4x4. And now all we have to do is go around the corners, do our little side bits, corner, side bit, corner, side bit. Okay. So now when you're using this pen, you will notice when you first start drawing, it doesn't show up right away. Gotta give it a second or two. You'll see how some of my lines are showing up as we're sitting here talking. So they do take a minute. So now that I have my beautiful block marked out, I'm going to take my 2x4 block and I'm going to not put it right near my edge here.
Okay, that's so it doesn't catch.
Because this is my 1/4-inch seam on the edge of my block.
Very good, very good. I was also thinking that if we were concerned, we could tape that edge down in case it caught in the machine while we were embroidering.
You can definitely tape down your edge. Yeah. Now, you could use multiple different types. One I haven't personally used yet, but I think would actually be excellent, is wash away tape.
Ah, okay. So
because then when you go put your project in the wash,
because you're going to take the lines off, then perfect. Yeah. Okay.
Or you could use tear away.
Yep.
Now, when you're tearing away your tear away tape from your quilting, you definitely have to make sure you're being careful.
Hold the stitch line as you tear so you don't tear the stitches out.
Yeah. Okay, so we're almost done drawing this block in.
Okay. And
I'm going to make sure I write my size, 2 and 4. It's like a 2-4.
Twofer. It's a twofer.
All right. So these lines are going to appear, and let's mark one more.
Let's try that little mini bitty. So cute.
It's so cute. So this one's a 2x2. And again, because I'm doing my corner near my edge, I'm going to hug my inner side because I have my 1/4-inch seam here. Now, if eyeballing is a little bit more tricky for you, you could definitely bust out a ruler and mark your 1/4-inch there if that makes you feel better.
Right. And same with, I like that. Okay.
I like winging it, so that's what we're going to do today. But, we all work in our different ways, and that's okay. Sometimes I like being precise, and sometimes I don't.
Mm-hmm.
Today is I don't want to be.
Yeah, and I think we did that too when we were fitting our design into our area that we stitched. It's very forgiving. It doesn't have to be exactly perfect.
It totally is. Yep. Now, you could go ahead and mark your entire top. Mm-hmm. One thing I might not recommend for marking would be chalk. And the reason why is if you're going to, you could mark with chalk one block at a time.
But if you're doing all of it,
they might bounce off.
That and they get all brushed away.
From all your
vibrating. Have to start doing it all over again.
So if you're not going to use a wash away pen or a white marking pen from Clover, you could potentially use an air erase pen, but remember they do air erase.
Yeah, so don't mark more than what you're going to get done in a day.
Yeah, so I think I've marked enough, Sandy.
Yeah, I think so, to give you the idea of what we would do.
Now I will hoop this. So I'm just going to pull out our nice giant hoop. This one is a 10 5/8 by 10 5/8. When we did our other block, though, what size were we using? Was it a 10 by 12 by 16?
Might have been, but we had to rehoop.
We did.
We did because our pillow was larger. So we started with a center block and we did the center first, and then we did the top 2 squares, top and bottom square, and then we readjusted so that it was back into our hoop so that we could do each side. So it worked out really well. So you may have to move it if it's bigger than your hoop.
You totally might have to.
Yep.
Now, if you have a template with your hoop, you could definitely use a template to help you get centered. I am going to eyeball it.
Yes.
Because I feel like today is that kind of day.
I think
now,
so.
Sandy, could you slide this in for under me for a minute?
Okay.
So what I'm going to do here to make sure I don't move is I'm going to pull up my quilt sandwich around the edge and the other edge. And then if I had more camera space, I could have 2 spots. But for now, my Vanna to my side is
not beautiful,
helping me out. So we'll just pick it up.
I like how the Kimberbells make that line to match up with our lines here and here. But don't worry if it doesn't get quite centered, because we have tricks, right? We have tricks on how to find that center.
All right, so that is beautifully
Chelsea's better at the tricks than I am, but okay.
Sandy, you're doing a great job.
All right, here we are.
One trick with your hoop, because you are hooping bulky things, you do want to make sure it's not too loose or too tight. If it's too tight, your hoop will be warped and
Yeah.
it won't lay flat on the table. So I just give it a little boop, 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 see if
Make
it's
sure it's sitting
flat.
in there nice and
And then to make sure it's not too loose, I put my thumbs here, my fingers underneath, and I just give it a wiggle and I check to see if it's going to move.
okay. And then
Because I hate rehooping.
Oh,
It's not my thing.
wouldn't that be terrible? As we're doing it, it wiggles loose and that's it. Okay,
All right, off to
I'm
Sandy.
taking our hoop over to our XP3. I have our embroidery unit on. I have our embroidery foot on, and I have selected embroidery.
Oh, should we switch the camera so you can see the screen?
Okay, do we?
All right,
wanna
let
do
me
that?
just switch to a front display so you
Okay.
can move the camera around.
Okay, is it doing anything?
It won't see what you're doing.
Oh,
I don't want to
Okay.
get anyone motion sick.
okay. I'm not sure how.
Would
to
you
move
like
the
help?
camera. Yes, please.
Okay.
Tyler made it look so simple. Yeah.
You know, he usually does.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see.
So while
Just
she's
doing
adjusting
this.
that, may I say that I have a Kimberbell USB for the clear tiles, and I have inserted it into my machine, my XP3, Brother XP3. Okay.
Might just have to do a little.
We're just going to move the furniture. Don't mind us. We like our setup. We just need to turn it so that we can see a little. All right. So I selected embroidery.
I'm hoping that's a good shot. Let me push
So-
the button.
Up comes our embroidery screen.
Oh, there we go.
Okay, perfect.
Perfect.
So now this is on a USB, so I'm going to hit the little pocket, which is your savey part. Ooh, it ziggle-zaggled around. Okay.
Ziggle-zaggled. I like that one, Sandy.
All right, so now I'm going to press my USB, select that, and it says wait. Now it gives me 4 folders here. The one that I would like is the embroidery file. There's also instructions. There's a seasonal table runner and system volume information, which we don't really need at the moment. So we're just going to click the embroidery file. Now, of course, this being Kimberbell, it comes in all the languages for all the different machines: Art, DST, EXP, Hus, Jeff. We want PES, so that's our brother language, PES. So let's click that. And then it brings up all of these lovely files that we can work on. And I wanted to do loops, right? That's what we did before.
Yeah, we
so
did
I selected
some cute loops.
Now it gives me block by block loops. So I gather you can kind of position it and do it block by block, or I'm going to use clear blue tiles. So I hit that one. Now it's picks it. Okay, so now what I do is I pick the size of my design, which I'm doing a 4x4. I don't see it. That's a 4x6 it looks like. It should be a little more square. 2x2 by 2x2 by 2 by 2 by 2.
Oh, it's probably
This one.
I'm guessing that one.
I'm thinking that one. There's our 4.
That looks like a
perfect.
4x4.
That looks like a 4x4. All right, I'm going to set it because that's the design I want. Now I'm going to just make sure that it's working inside my machine. So I edit. And I want to just check and make sure it's there, right? So I am going to hit, I like that camera thing, but okay.
Oh, go for your camera.
I like the camera.
Go for it.
Okay,
So the Luminaire has a projector, and that's really cool because that helps you do the check.
yeah.
You can eyeball it right in place. You're not looking at a whole bunch of different points. And if you were doing the camera, we probably could have skipped most of our marking, to
Markings.
be honest.
But I just liked it because
But
it
that's
showed us
okay.
a really nice picture. Because so that
does.
we could have done the block by block, right?
Yep.
Okay, so there's my little square. I need to move it just a little to get it into position. So I'm going to move it. Chelsea showed me how to do this.
Yeah, you could drag it with your finger, or you
Oh.
can use the buttons.
I have to tell you, when I drug it by my finger, I
Yeah.
wasn't very successful. I kind of went back and forth too much.
Yeah, I find sometimes it's a little tricky with fingers.
Okay.
So I like the buttons.
I think our red screen is pretty much inside our little square. It may not be exactly perfect, but you've got to remember that this is not doing straight lines. It's doing an all over one. So I'm going to say okay to where we've got it. All right. and I'm going to hit the word embroidery because we're going to do that. Now it wants me to wait. Now let's move it back, camera back again.
Okay, let me
All right.
switch to a front view so I don't make anyone seasick.
Okay, everybody hang tight while we move the camera so that you can see where the design is going to be. You're so good, Chelsea.
You know, I've just watched Tyler.
Yeah, he's the master. Okay.
Well, let's hope that's in a good spot.
I'm thinking that looks lovely, so let's give it a try. Can we see
It's
it?
pretty
Perfect.
good.
Okay.
Could you slide it
So,
just a little forward there, Sandy?
little forward.
Just the arm.
Just the arm?
Just a little. There we go.
Is that clear?
That's perfect.
Okay, perfect. All right, so now I think I've got everything. I'm going to hit the button, so we're going to start. Are you ready?
I am so ready.
Okay. It's waiting. I'm going to put our foot down, and I'm going to choose our go button. All right, and now it's off. Now, just stop for a second. We are not pulling our threads up.
We sure aren't, and that's because we're making a pillow and not a quilt.
So, yeah.
We're not worried about knots on the back or little flyaways because you're not going to see it because that's the inside of our pillow.
Correct. So if it had been a quilt block that we were working on, we would stop and pull our thread up from the bottom.
We most definitely would.
Okay. All right. Now that I said that, I will carry on.
All right, Sandy.
Okay, here it goes. Beautiful. It's stitching away like a dream. There it goes. All right. It's busy doing its thing. And we won't interrupt it. We'll just let it do its thing.
I don't think it'll take very long.
No, I don't think so. It says a minute, it says.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. I like the loops. They look very, very good. And it kind of gets the all over quilting like a dream there. All right, so there's our design. It is all done. It's going to cut it off, lift its little foot, and it goes back to the center.
And then it makes a nice song.
And it tells you, oh, you're all done, and it gives you a happy face. So if we were going to carry on, we would then go back and select the 2x4 and the 2x2, and we do the 2 there, the 2 there, and then the 2 little 2s in the corner.
Yeah.
But I think that's enough so that you understand how we do this. And I'm going to turn it back to Chelsea because we've got some things that we want to do.
Yay! Thank you, Sandy. So we have now quilted this entire top. So what we're going to do is we are going to square it up before we put our backing on.
All right.
And we'll do our backing next week.
Yes, next week.
Part 4.
Part 4 of this pillow to show you how we are going to back it. So Chelsea, so when we're squaring up, are we going to leave a little extra just in cases?
So I'm going to leave a little extra. When we go to sew this all together, we have these beautiful points.
Mm-hmm.
And I really want to make sure I don't lose them. So I need to make sure I'm at minimum 1/4 of an inch away from those points. And what that might do is it'll cause me to leave a little bit of batting.
Not a worry.
The way we're going to put it all together next week, that'll be okay because we're going to bust out a serger.
Woohoo!
So I'm very excited about that. I
That's
love
fun.
putting on quilt backings with sergers because then I don't have to worry about it. Or sorry, quilt top.
Yeah, because then it's finished and all beautiful and cut and trimmed and just wonderful. Okay.
And I hit the monitor. All right.
Not a worry. So
Might have had a little dull blade there, Sam.
yeah, I think it's time to change it.
All right.
Okay.
Let's rotate. I am just going to actually nip this away. I don't know about you, Sandy, but when I'm squaring up a quilt, I always find that first bit kind of annoying. So I'm
Yep.
like, get out of the way.
And of course, keeping the pieces that we're cutting away, you can always make more franken batting like we did last week and sew them together. If not, they make really great little scraps for little dog beds and things like that too. So it's never wasted.
Yeah, not wasting is good. I also like saving my extra quilt batting for when I'm doing small embroidery projects.
Yeah. Oh, I really do need a new one.
Yeah, that was
That one didn't work so good.
not so good, but
Not
that's
so good.
okay.
Okay.
Give it a little extra pressure.
It's all that cutting I do on the floor, I think, Chelsea.
Yeah, Sandy's been busy. We've had a
had
sale,
Mm-hmm.
which is great. So we're having a let us help you finish it sale. So you bring in your quilt top, and when you bring in your quilt top, you either get 20% off your edge-to-edge quilting services, just our standard edge-to-edge quilting.
Mm-hmm.
And then you could also get 20% off your batting for your quilt, or you could get 20% off your backing, but you do have to bring in your quilt top. We always love a good show and share.
Yes. So remember, you're coming with the quilt top to share with us, and we'll help you pick out your backing fabric if you need it, and get you your batting when you need it. And then if you can then take it home and finish it at home. Or if you've got an interest, Emily will finish it for you in our quilting department, edge to edge. So just a threefer. If you have a threefer, if you have a quilt top ready to go.
It's kind of like a make your own sale, right?
Yeah.
So maybe you need your backing, you need your batting, and you need to have it quilted. You're good to go. 20% off all the services.
It's wonderful.
Maybe you just need backing though, or maybe you need batting and backing, and you're good to quilt at home because you have a long arm, or you want to quilt on your embroidery machine.
Yeah. So you make that sale how it works for you.
Yep.
Okay, it's looking good, Chelsea.
Missed a little corner here, so I'm just going to get that, and then we will be free from our extra stuff. There we go.
All right.
Our top is all done.
All quilted and beautiful, and that was using our Kimberbell clear blue tiles. So they have a regular set, plus they have an extra set as well. There's 2 sets that you can get, the essentials, and then there's part 2, which I can't think what the name is right now.
Expansion pack.
Expansion pack. Perfect.
Well, and then there's the other sets.
Yes.
There's the larger set.
And then, Chelsea, what else is coming?
Right. There we go.
What else is coming for the Kimberbell clear blue tiles?
Well, Kimberbell Day is coming up, July 27th. And on July 27th, Kimberbell is releasing a new tote. And that's for your Kimberbell clear blue tiles and your orange pop rulers.
Right,
so
orange pop rulers will fit in there too.
Going to retreats and bringing these items, but you're always concerned about how to bring them or worried about them damaging, or maybe at home your sewing space isn't set up all the time. Maybe you have to go to your dining table and it's kind of hard to bring all these bits and bobs all the time.
You don't want to miss out and lose pieces and leave them behind.
No.
This is a great storage unit for those. So
that would be excellent. Yep.
So keep that in mind. They're being released the same day that Kimberbell has Kimberbell Day.
Yay, the 27th
of July. So you can go to Kimberbell and sign up for their Kimberbell Day, and they will provide you with a free design.
Yep.
However, besides that, if you'd like to come in and watch it with us and have a watch party, you could also sign up with us. It's $5. We're having coffee and cupcakes, and we're going to watch together and have a really good time. And I know that Kimberbell's got some door prizes and things, so please make sure you sign up with them and get that design and be eligible for door prizes. And I'm not sure what special things we're doing yet, but we'll have something.
We'll have something.
Yeah.
At minimum, we'll have coffee and cupcakes and Sandy.
And that's on July 27th. It's a Saturday. It starts at 9 a.m. and we go to 1 p.m. because they're 2 hours ahead of us. So we have to start a little earlier. So don't worry, the store will open and we'll be here. Okay, so that's our Kimberbell party that we've got coming up.
Can we talk about the other thing that I'm going to literally explode
She's gonna
about?
Burst. So let's do it.
I've been trying not to burst. So there is a huge thing happening this morning.
Yep.
Bernina University. And you've all seen the tease. They've really been teasing this amazing new machine.
And it is coming.
We have pictures.
Yes, we do. We're launching it today on our show. The models will show up in Canada in October. So you want to be one of the first 100 to get your name in there so that you can get the special magic box
Yep.
and luggage, and join the $9.90 VIP club, which is with Miss Anne. It goes for a year, and there's bonuses included.
There's some really cool stuff.
Yep.
So I guess
How do you
let's
get
pull
involved
off
in
the
this?
sheet.
Okay,
Should
but
we pull off the
till we
sheet
tell
now?
them how they can get
Oh,
involved?
yeah, we could do that too, I suppose.
So you can sign up with us and
Oh, you
put your
could.
$990 totally refundable deposit down and get your name on one of those first 100. Okay.
Yep.
All
That's
right.
pretty fantastic. Okay.
All right. Sorry, Chelsea.
Can I do
know.
it now?
You can do
Can
it
I do it now?
Let's-
Okay, ready?
Ready. Here comes the Bernina
Oh.
990.
All right. So first thing we're seeing here, there is a ton of space in this machine, even more than the Bernina 8 series.
Yes.
Which is excellent. So it has 14 inches of space to the right of the needle. So you might know that otherwise as throat space.
Yes.
You're going to have a 10-inch touchscreen with a help center.
I think that's wonderful for us who
Excellent.
have eyesight that may just be changing. We can see that screen.
You want to
And
know
it's-
even better than that, Sandy?
what?
The manual is fully on top of,
Oh.
in your machine.
So when you don't have to go hunting for the book that I can't
No.
find.
Or you're going to a class and you're like, but how do I do that?
You
It's
can.
in there.
It's like having your very own little Googler in your machine.
Your little
Isn't that what
Googler.
I own?
I like it,
Googler. I
Sandy.
like it.
It
that's
has
sweet.
a scanner and a camera.
Oh, just like what we were using on the Luminaire.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
So it has a new hoop coming out. It's
Yep.
called the Giant Hoop.
Okay, so
And-
we've been megas and we've been jumbos, but now we have
The
Giant Hoop.
I like how we both went low for that one.
well, it's giants are big. No,
16.1 by 12 inches embroidery.
can you
That's
imagine
like massive.
how you can quilt a quilt so fast in
Oh,
the hoop?
gosh.
Holy,
You could quilt the entire back of a jacket.
yeah, isn't that amazing?
Okay, now this is the thing I thought was
Okay.
absolutely so cool.
Yep.
So you've heard of the Bernina stitch regulator.
Yes,
You know how you have to plug it on?
yes, you touch it.
You can't use it with rulers.
No,
It doesn't have a ruler attachment.
no, it doesn't.
So they got you. So they now have an integrated stitch regulator. That means you don't have to attach the foot on it and, figure out how it works today.
So it's all there.
It's in there.
It's in there.
So here we have we could go to the 360-degree viewer. Should we do
Okay,
that?
sure.
Okay,
let's make
do
them
this.
dizzy.
Ooh, that's fast.
fast.
I don't know how to slow it down.
Okay, just hang on, everybody.
Can I pause it? Oh, there we go. Okay. This is
right.
their first time.
Okay.
So you can see they have the little table on the machine.
Okay.
So say you were quilting your quilt.
Mm-hmm.
You need a little extra support. There it is right there.
There, you see
You
that
can
little
see it have
leg.
the leg down
Right
there
on.
supporting it.
Good.
You can see how, that's
wow,
fast.
that's
okay.
fast.
Okay, let's go slower.
Okay,
So the module's different.
different. Yes,
It's
I
an
see that.
Extra large module.
That's amazing.
Here's the coolest thing that I saw. This thing right here, that's a handle to get your module off.
That's
You know how
perfect,
tricky
yeah.
that is?
It's hard to hang on.
Oh,
yeah,
beautiful.
I like it. I like it.
All right, let's rotate. So now you have your thread stand on the back of your machine.
Perfect.
It's built in.
Perfect.
It looks like it'll hold 3 spools of thread.
It sure does.
Excellent.
Excellent.
Of course, massive touch screen.
Mm-hmm.
And here's the thing that I loved. It has the same, well, at least what we've seen,
We
same
think.
thread. We think it's the same threading system as the Bernina 7 series or the 4 series.
Woohoo!
What an excellent system.
That is a fabulous threading path.
And the color.
And
Like,
an
white and silver, so modern.
so modern. And it
So
has an
modern.
automatic needle threader.
Yes,
So
it
that's
sure
good.
does. All
Okay.
right, let's
Okay,
keep scrolling.
but you were saying too that the built-in stitch regulator, you can now do BSR.
There's a picture coming up.
I can't wait. I
I might have scrolled through this page already.
Okay.
So it looks like you can preview your stitches and designs.
Okay,
Scan and
good.
preview your designs, view the needle area on the screen, and use the Bernina placement scanner and camera. Cool.
That is fabulous. So we've got cameras now.
All right. Thread the needle automatically.
Okay, I skipped ahead. Sorry
So
about that.
it looks similar
Yep.
to the one that's on the 790 Pro.
Okay.
It looks similar,
Good, because
I believe.
that's a beautiful machine. I'm
trying to-
Yep.
See that? It doesn't say for sure, but it
Yeah.
looks like you could.
And you could
thread
actually
down to
use
a 70.
70 needle.
I know some
That's an
needle
11.
threaders have a
That's
hard
a
time with that.
60.
That's pretty cool.
That's you know what I'm trying to say?
I'm not sure. I'm
Never
picking up-
mind. 10. I guess it's a 10.
It also has a pinpoint laser.
Laser. I have to tell you that yesterday Sandy Lock Holmes was doing a few predictions.
Oh,
and I think she's got
think
it
that
right.
was on there.
I think the laser pointer was on there, that it was really, really big. I think she got hooped up with
She
the
might have said it was
purple.
purple, but that's okay.
That's
We're
okay.
working off of videos and
Yeah.
images
And we're
that
thinking,
were
does
released.
that look purple? Anyways, it's
So-
super.
Works in every needle position,
Mm-hmm.
indicates the exact needle entry point and next level precision. You know what that looks like to me? Is when you're edge to edge quilting and trying to line up that point.
Yes.
Ah, that's next level because you're not dropping the hand wheel and going, yeah, I think that's good, and
think
then
we're
putting
there.
it back up, and,
And
then
then
your
finding
machine.
you're out.
Your
Yep.
machine's like, oh, sorry, bud. Your needle's not all the way up. We're not going to go.
Yeah. It's like,
You don't have to do that.
Nope. Now you can find that spot, connect up, and
Look at this.
there it is.
Built-in stitch regulation. So you can use it for ruler work. And you can use it with all Bernina quilting presser feet and accessories. What? I didn't read this whole part
Okay,
yet.
so
That's cool.
Okay.
All right. Oh, and I saw that it also reads your stitch plates.
Oh,
It knows what stitch plate you have in.
So
So you know when you put in that single hole and then switch to a zigzag?
And you break
I'm
the
sure that
needle?
won't happen anymore.
No, it won't happen anymore
I
because
might
it'll
have
tell
done
you
that.
not to do that.
Yeah, it'll be like, excuse me.
Excuse me. Yeah. Automatic.
Oh, that's
automatic
cool.
stitch recognition. Fantastic.
All right. Automatic stitch plate recognition.
Mm-hmm.
Recognition. Can't talk today.
Yeah.
So you insert it and sew.
And it has 3 stitch plates.
Oh gosh, this is
so now I'm
cool.
curious, which ones do we get?
Oh, maybe it'll tell us.
Okay.
Okay, choose or create your matching stitch. Oh, I
Okay.
love this. So you can combine your stitches and see them on this huge screen.
And you can design. That would be really good for your alphabet too.
Yes.
You can actually see what you're going to stitch out.
This is the part that's going to be excellent for your alphabet,
Oh.
Sandy.
Resizing any stitch from 25 to 500%.
That's pretty cool.
Oh, that is fabulous. So that would mean you really don't even have to embroider your labels. You could use your
You could use
Alphabet.
your alphabet on board your machine.
wow.
You know, you the sky's the limit.
That's cool.
Let's see what else we have. So here's your helpful guide that we were
Okay.
talking about, your manual, tutorials, etc. Search within the help center so you can search, so you don't have to sit there and go, what folder was that in again?
Mm-hmm.
Connect with your tablet or smartphone.
That's cool.
That's excellent. So it does also have Wi-Fi, I heard.
It's wonderful. Wi-Fi in there. I hope that the manual that they have in there is as good as the L890, because that one tells you how to do everything step by step.
I'm
So
sure
it's
this
really
will be
good.
even a level up.
I can't wait.
I can't wait.
Oh,
Take
wow.
your embroidery to gigantic level.
Look at the size of
Look
that
at how
design
gorgeous
on there.
that is.
Wow.
That's a cute little seat cover,
That is
actually.
really cute.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Organize your stitches and designs. This is cool. So you can create and name folders, save new or adjusted stitches, and move, copy, and paste from the USB stick.
Okay, so
So-
we can put our designs on the screen.
How
That
many
is-
of us have tried to pack up our machine and forgot to take the USB out? And then,
Yeah,
it's
we
snacks,
had one
and you're like, oops,
severed, yes. This
severing
is autumn.
happens, friends. This is great.
That is fabulous. Oh, wow.
That is cool.
Okay.
Neat. Okay. Place your designs to suit your project. 2-point and 4-point placement. That is excellent. So that's
Okay.
very much like the 790 Pro.
Okay, good.
Place designs as they are or morph to fit. So 794 with that 4-point.
We can You can shrink it or grow it.
Perfect placement every time,
Yeah,
Sandy.
perfect. Wow.
This machine's cool.
It is really
I like how
cool.
much space you get up here.
Yeah, I love that. Being able to see it and be able to play with it right there. Oh, it's beautiful.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Customize your quilt design so you can modify your stitches per inch. So you know how you're shrinking and enlarging? Sounds like you're able to, fix that a little so that you're not making these super long or super tiny stitches.
That is awesome.
That's really cool. And it also shows you all the formats it works with. I believe BQM is a long arm file.
Oh,
I believe.
okay. Oh, sweet. So you can
Cool.
finish off your quilts inside this big baby. Okay.
Okay, this one's cool. For those that like to press go and walk away.
Oh, good.
And you're like, I wonder if my machine's done yet.
Yeah. You can
So-
look at the app.
Yeah, this Bernina Stitch Out app, you can monitor from the app.
Anywhere you.
Yeah, real-time status updates remotely. So, that's pretty cool. You can also design transfer to from Bernina V9 software.
Oh, good.
Oh, if we wanted to check that out, I did open the website. Because, you're
okay.
always like, can I use that on my Apple? Can I use that on my Android? So I pulled it up.
There's two.
You can get it from Google Play or the App Store with Apple.
So you can get it on whatever
It
smart
sounds like
device you have.
pretty much everything, so that's really nice and inclusive. Because I know being an Apple user, there's a lot of stuff I can't use.
Yeah.
So I might have to download this
Might
app
have to
for
get
fun.
that app. That's right.
All right, back to here.
All right. Oh, look at
All
all
right.
the wonderful things you can create.
Okay, so we have the Bernina Stitch Precision 2 technology, next generation stitch precision, even faster embroidery, and superior stitch quality. Bernina does always have nice stitches.
They do. And it's
So
so
gorgeous.
quiet, too. It's like very, sweet. Okay.
So new high-end embroidery module XL, superb stitch quality, compatible with the Bernina embroidery hoops, so that should fit with a jumbo.
So we could
your
use them
midi,
all,
your
right? From
mega.
small up.
Yep,
Small to giant.
small to giant. And it does feature the SDT technology.
Oh, good. Okay.
That's great. And you can sew and embroider for a longer period of time. Front loading, front loading easy access jumbo bobbin.
Right on.
Who doesn't love the jumbo bobbin?
I love the jumbo bobbin.
Ideally suited for decorative stitches and more time for your creativity.
That is so sweet. It
Beautiful.
seems to me that they have taken all of the technology from the 790, all of the good things from the 880 series, and they have put them all together into the set.
Smooshed them into this thing.
And
It's
look at
great.
it. It's amazing.
Nice.
I know now. I know why you were so excited and bursting and ready.
Yeah, now
to
you know
tell
why I
everybody.
was just sitting here exploding.
And I'm going so and let's do this. Oh, that is
I'm like,
fantastic.
but Sandy, we have to talk about this.
I know, we
All
sure
right.
did.
So
All right,
I
perfect.
did also find the extra information, features, and functions. So it does like 1,200 stitches per minute.
Ooh,
So you know what that sounds like?
that's almost industrial.
It's like flying.
Yeah, it's flying is right.
Maximum stitch width of 9.
Mm-hmm.
It has the integrated BSR, massive embroidery area, 206 onboard quilt designs
Oh,
that are
sweet.
BQM.
BQM's fabulous.
Tons of information on here. Just amazing.
Okay, so there it is.
There's your embroidery stats. Change thread brand, so it does swap between brands of thread.
Oh,
so
that's
that
lovely
helps.
because people are always asking us, well, what thread is equivalent to this thread? And sometimes we don't have that information at hand.
Yeah.
So this will be very helpful.
You're still able to adjust stitch density, so that's if you're increasing and decreasing sizes of design.
So you can make it more dense or less dense depending on what you did, whether you made it bigger or smaller. Yeah.
You have your basting function still.
Good.
Amazing. Cool.
Wow.
Okay, what else do we have?
General features. Oh, Hammer mode.
I don't know what that is. What does it say? It says built-in mechanism that drives the needle to stitch through more than 30 layers of fabric.
It just goes like this, kind of like a little hammer till it gets it through. Isn't that amazing?
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That's a new thing I learned today.
That is
the needle pulsates through the fabric to form the stitch.
And then it gets through there. It's amazing.
This is the incredible thing that Anne was telling me about. 90 LED lights in it.
That's fabulous because that means that you can stitch all night long.
Okay, here's the one I want to know. Needle reminder to save the settings for the needle type used. Great.
Oh, okay.
You still have your lower thread sensor as well and your upper thread sensor. You have clock and alarm. So, you know, if you need to remember to go somewhere.
Oh, yeah, I'm supposed to be at work 10 minutes ago.
Oops.
Yeah, oops.
So it is weighing out at 19.2 kilos.
That's not much bigger than the 880 series.
Yeah.
I think it's really close.
I can't remember the size of the 880, but I'm pretty sure it was pretty close to that.
I think Cliff was saying it's only about
like a pound
difference.
I think it was about a pound. So here's your practical stitches on your sewing machine. I love the crocodiles usually. Do you have a crocodile on here, Sandy? They have a 3-leaf clover.
Oh, cute.
Cute. What else do they have?
Oh,
look at all
look
these
at there's ducks
stitches.
and fish.
Cool.
And I think that's a dinosaur head. Oh my. Okay.
I love these. They're so cute.
Oh, I love it. You can see all the fonts and stuff.
Cool.
Very sweet.
Okay, let's click the one last button.
Okay, embroideries. Oh, wow. Look at all the designs.
Tons. So here's your quilting designs. I like how you can make them bigger.
Yeah.
To see them.
See how them.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah, I like that.
Shows you the sizes.
Yeah.
Very beautiful. Okay. Got all your flowers. It looks like you could probably combine these to create to make floral designs.
Like a border on the outside of your quilt, right?
Oh, that'd be really
cool.
really
pretty. Okay.
This is the design that was on that chair, it looks like.
Oh, yes.
And it looks like they designed an organizer, so they showed you what stitches they put on there.
To create it. Okay. Wow.
And there's tons more.
Oh, yeah, lots of quilt blocks.
Oh my gosh.
Look at all the accents.
Cool.
Oh, sweet. Frames. Look at all the cool sizes.
I like when you can actually see all the designs laid out like this.
Yeah, look at the little minis. Aren't they cute?
Oh, they're really adorable. How big are those? 24 by 31 millimeters.
So
That's
little
so
bodies.
tiny.
Look at that avocado.
Oh, I love the avocado. I always go for the avocado.
That's sweet. And flowers and stylized flowers and animals.
Oh, cool.
Wow. That reminds me of that Deborah Louis
Yeah,
stitching stuff. That's
totally
amazing. Okay. Animals and children things, babies, foods and drinks. Wow, that's kind of like having all of your memes on your
feels like it's just keeping going.
Things on your
it's like your gifts.
That's the gifts. That's what you call it. Thanks, Joe. Those are
that
amazing. That is amazing. Okay.
That was cool.
That was wonderful. I think we've looked at the future technology, haven't we?
I feel like we have. It feels like we went forward in space and time.
Yeah, I think that was really
Maybe
cool.
we'll bust the space-time continuum next.
Ooh, Back to the Future. No, sorry.
So, Sandy,
to the future. Okay.
What is the most exciting feature on this machine for you?
I think it might be the fact that the BSR is included and then you can do ruler work without having to get that attachment and change the feet, and everything's going to be with it. It's going to be awesome.
It's pretty neat.
I like it.
I love that.
I like it.
I think mine might have to be the large embroidery area, the 12 by 16 embroidery area.
Yeah, okay, now that you say that, that's really cool too. That and the camera and the laser. Okay.
There's a lot of cool features. We can't just pick one.
No.
In the comments, share your favorite feature. We'd like to know.
Sure. What do you think of the new machine, the new 990, and what would be your favorite feature of what you would like to use if you had it?
And do you like the color?
Yeah.
That's a good question too. It is a very different style than a lot of the machines out now.
Yep.
I think it's very modern.
It's very sophisticated.
Very modern.
Looking.
Kind of feels a little bit like a spaceship. You know, with all that silver.
Wow, we're
and the
taking
white.
off. It's taking off. All right. That is so cool. Well, I think we've done it for today. So right now we do not have any Canadian pricing for the machine or when, all of the goodies that come with it and whatnot. That's yet to be revealed. So we're just going to have to leave it at, isn't that gorgeous? And then fill it in later for you on what pricing will be. All right?
Yep.
Sweet. All right. So Chelsea and I are done for today. Next week, we're back to finish off our Sweet Jane's Mini Trio.
Mini Charm Trio.
Trios. And we'll finish off our pillow and we'll show you how to do backing using a serger. All right.
That's exciting.
I think we did awesome, Chels.
We sure
Good
did,
job.
Sandy.
Good job. All right, you guys have a wonderful day. I will be back tomorrow with Wacky Wednesday at 10:30. So I'm going to do some summer sewing, even if it is only 10 degrees outside and it's snowing.
The first day of summer is Thursday.
I know.
So you are so ready.
I'm ready for it.